Hi there. My name is Christine Trainer. I'm from New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. How you everyone doing today? Now, I have a question for you. Okay? What do you think is the key to living a more meaningful life? Now, I've always had this in my mind quite often, and I watched an awesome interview that Lewis had with Maria Shriver, and this was the name of the video, the interview. It was called Maria Shriver, Reflections for a Meaningful Life with Lewis Howe. And I thought this was an awesome video because you want to know why? It got me thinking about my life and who I was and how we can have a meaningful life. So I'm going to read, some of my notes I had that gave me an idea of how our life is and how we could strive to have a meaningful life, don't you think? And there's some of these key things that she had in the interview. Now, I might flip-a-flop a little bit, but give me a second. I'm got about 10 minutes here, so I'm going to try. And I'm going to incorporate how I am with my life. It's quite interesting. The first one is everybody's always in a hurry, rushing in a hurry with their life. They're always in a hurry. Society as a whole is so erratic. Everyone's in a hurry to make money. Everyone's in a hurry to have children, get married, have life. Always in a hurry. There's never time to rest and enjoy and reflect on life and sit back and do things. As meditation, as she mentioned, meditation was a good thing to have, right? Taking some time during the day of your life and just sitting back and doing something that makes you relax and chill. And I'm learning to do that. I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying to do it. Because I find sometimes that I can get myself really wrapped up. But when I wake up in the morning, this is what I do. I wake up slowly because I have some physical issues, and I stretch my body. And I say my thankful. I basically say thank you. I sometimes close my eyes and just look outside and say my little prayer of thanks and just stretch and breathe. But there's so many methods online that you can learn about meditation. So meditation, I think, is a good thing. So I like when she talked about meditation and taking time and reflecting and stepping back. This is a good one too, right? Now I'm reading from my notes because I do have something else I want to read to the end. And I'm watching my time here because I want to make sure you guys get the full of me. But we all want a meaningful life, isn't that true? We all want to strive to have a good path in life and enjoy our lives and have a meaningful life. But sometimes we veer off. We do stupid things like me, for example. I am very erratic too from time to time. I mean, I've had a variety of jobs in my life. This sort of pertains to my job and how I want to have a good, meaningful life. And how I put a lot of pressure on myself. Because we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do things, right? And so this is what I learned from when I was watching this and I understood what she had said. That yes, I do put a lot of pressure within myself to do things right, to do a good job, to have a good life. I'm 58 now. I've had a ton of different jobs. From selling paper route for my dad when I was 16. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at Army Navy, a little department store. I worked in a jewelry store. I worked at Orange Julius. As you ever heard of Orange Julius, I was doing that. I tried to sell papers online too. Not online. I tried it through the phone. That didn't work too well. I took care of 6 kids for 3-4 years. That was hard. I worked in a sheet metal shop. Worked in a gift shop, card shop. And then finally I did something that for a few years that I enjoyed, which was direct marketing for one little office. And then I worked direct marketing for my office with my sister. And that's when I started to find something I enjoyed. But then sadly I got sick and was waylaid for a number of years. Till now, I found a beautiful place. I found online work. So the pressure does work. Because we all live our lives. We all have our different paths in life. And I finally found the path I want to go to stick with a good life, meaningful life. That's true. Everybody wants super success. Everybody wants to be a success. Do it really fast. Oh, money. Instead of stepping back and just relaxing and doing to your path. But that's life. That's the way we are. We're all human beings, right? But we are divine lights. We're divine human beings inside. I believe that's true. But she also said, she was also asked if she regretted what she did in life. She said no, she never regret. And this is just the way her path in life was. I mean, it's a really good interview. We have our challenges, and I have a lot of challenges. I'm not the brightest bulb I don't have the brightest bulb, so to speak, in the world. But I knew what I wanted to do when I was young. I mean, I got married, I had my son Stephen, and that was something I wanted to do. Sadly, of course, the relationship didn't work, and so eventually, that's what happened. But you know what? I had my son, and that's another thing: connection. And she mentioned about connecting, being together as a family, loving one another, and letting your children go when they have to live their life, but always know that they come back to be a part of your life, what they do. And that's, she mentioned that. Or she also mentioned life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Don't be in a hurry. Or the fact that people have a tendency, when they meet you, they have a tendency to judge you right away, and they jump in to talk to you, and they don't really want to know who you really are as a person. As she mentioned, when she used to be in dinners, and people would rush up to her and say, "Oh, you're Maria Shriver," instead of saying, "Oh, hi, how are you? How are you? And what do you do for a living?" And she wanted to get to know the people. And sometimes people don't do that. They're always in a hurry to say, "Oh, I know who you are," and they don't want to stop, and because she says she's just Maria Shriver. She wants to get to know you as a person. That's another idea of having a meaningful life too, right? Or like open field of visualization, feel love, learn about patience and unconditional love, which I mentioned. I have true unconditional love for my son, and I always will. And having the children in your life is wonderful too. Basically, she's talking about stepping back. When things go rush hard on you, step back and visualize the situation and who you are, and don't worry about it. Treat people equally as who they are. That's another good thing. We all should be treated as who we are as people, because we're all human beings on this earth. We're all divine beings. That's true. No judging, or have more compassion, and don't judge people for who they are or how they look or how they are as people. We're all people. We're all human beings. And that's good, meaningful life. Now, there's one more thing. I'm going to read this here. Basically, this is my quick little zip about it, and then I'm going to finish. And this interview was an eye-opener for me, because learning to understand that society as a whole is erratic. People are in such a hurry to achieve greatness that they don't stop and enjoy life, find their center or divine light. So I think from this, I feel that we should all try to connect with one another and get to understand the beauty of the inner self, not wanting to achieve greatness. So Maria Shriver said it best. I like the way she said it wisely. Greatness is someone living their own life. That's good for. So that's why I say, I like the idea of this, because it taught me an awful lot. It taught me a quick little interview, and I really understood how can we have a meaningful life. What can we do? How we can achieve this. So I'll leave you with this one thought. I'm going to give you the information you need, which is basically a simple video talking about what she had said. And she has a book out there, which is, I think, in the same name, I do believe, Reflections for a Meaningful Life. And I'm going to leave you with the video, the link to the video. And the name of the video, of course, is Maria Shriver on Reflections for a Meaningful Life with Lewis Howes. Check it out. This is the information I'd like you to see. Have a lovely day, everyone. Bye.